Okay, so here's my second generation. There's Mew again. This card has a funny story. So when the Johto generation first came out, I had gotten a whole bunch of Japanese cards, and some of the first three Japanese cards I got were Meganium, Typhlosion, and then Feraligatr. However, the only card I've never managed to get an English version of is Meganium, and I have the other two. I'll probably do a separate video showcasing some of my rarer stuff, but that's the only card to this day I have. It's been like almost 20 years, and I've never acquired an English one. I have the original of that. It's in Japanese. It's holographic. There's another funny story involving this card. This is a promo Marill from way back when the Pokemon Card League was at Toys R Us, and this card was around. I was at Toys R Us with my mother, and I found it on the floor, and it was before, it was like right after the first movie was released, so the only Johto Pokemon anybody knew about were Marill, Snubbull, Donphin, and Togepi. So I picked up this card, and it was like, oh my god, holy crap, it's a freaking Marill, and nobody had it at the time, and I still have it to this day. There's a big promo star there. I have the original Azumarill from the Double Star pack, but it's in Japanese. Umbreon's another one that it took me forever to get an English one. I have the Temple, I think it's called the Temple deck, that I had for Umbreon in Japanese. I used to have a light Espeon too. I have no idea what the hell happened to it. I must have traded it or something, but that one's pretty cool. That's not from the original set, unfortunately. I do have an original Slowking, but it's in Japanese. Again, I don't keep my Japanese cards in this binder. More non-original cards here. And these two. I have them both in Japanese. Sneasel. This is an e-reader, so it must have been at least third generation. I used one of the first cards that I had of is Johto, were obviously the 3 beginners, and I had a Japanese Sneasel, which I do not have anymore because I must have traded it back when I was younger, when these were really popular. There was a lot of trading that went on, so that was one that I lost, was the original Sneasel. I have the Lugia that goes with this. You'll see it in a little while. It was Skarmory, and then Lugia up here, and then there was a Ho-Oh in the middle. And I have the Lugia that goes with it, but not the Ho-Oh. Actually, I have something much better for the Ho-Oh. This card is cool. I really like the holographic on that. Dark Porygon too. Smeargle. It's one of my favorite cards, actually, when it comes to just the look of the Johto card. I really like that. It was hard to get a hold of too. I think I bribed a kid on my bus in middle school to get that card. I don't remember exactly what I gave him, but something, because that's definitely where I got that from. Again, that's not original, but I do have the Japanese version from the same Double Star. I believe that's Neo Genesis, but I could be mistaken. As Magby for L-Kid. Milk Tank. Let's see. I used to have the original Tyranitar. It was black. I don't remember what I did with it, but that's cool because it's like Dark Tyranitar and Pupitar. Yes, my camera sucks, but Raikou, Entei, Suicune. These two are from, here's the Lugia that I was talking about. These two are from the same set. This is the Raindrop set. This is not. I never got a hold of that one. I don't even remember. I think there was one because it was all 3 of them. But I have this. I also have the Entei from the movie. Now, there's the Lugia, and then of course here This is like one of my prized cards. It's a 3-move Ho-Oh, and this was back when as far as I'm aware, the only two cards that had 3 moves were this and Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which I actually do have, just not in here. And it's funny, I opened this, I got this in a pack one day, and it just started screaming, and my mother comes rushing in, she's like, oh my god, what happened? I was like, no, you don't understand. It's a Ho-Oh. And yeah, it's a beautiful card. And then promotional, or I think no, this is not promotional. It's a regular Celebi. The only other Celebi that I have is Dark Celebi, and then I have some of the newer 20th anniversary Celebi. But that one, I never managed to get a hold of the Double Star Neo Genesis Celebi. I believe it's called Neo Genesis, but don't quote me on it. I would have really liked to have that, but unfortunately, not the case.